Hello guys. So I actually started recording the video um, a little bit earlier today, but I had to stop because it's just so bad in the sun today. It's like this huge heat wave that we have in New York, which of course is a perfect setup background setting to talk about summer solstice. Today is the longest day in the year for the Northern Hemisphere. Of course, it means a lot of things for us from esoteric perspective, from astronomy and astrology perspective, right? This is essentially when we have the largest amount of sun energy available to us. And of course, today I will dedicate our read to the summer solstice to see what it means on the twin journey, what kind of opportunities it creates. But if you think about the energy of the sun in general, it has two main functions, two main purposes, apart from symbolizing masculine energy in general. But what does it mean in reality? If you think about the sun card in tarot, for example, on the one hand, it's about move to action, like to a definitive action, taking steps, being courageous, having the resilience, to step out there, show up. On the other hand, it's healing energy. So today I would like to ask a question to see both of those aspects of the sun energy, to see what do we have the opportunity to heal at this time, because that's the biggest benefit of having certain transits in the sky and working with that energy, is that you already have a more favorable environment for certain changes, for accomplishing certain goals, for manifesting something into your life, right? So we'll ask, what do we have an opportunity to heal, each of the twins, and then we'll also ask, what are we being guided to take action on, right? Because it's another thing that we're almost pushed towards it. Sorry guys. But this is, this is a confirmation. This is an important question to ask. We are guided to take a definitive action at this time. So what is it? Let's see. And finally, we'll ask the twins, what is their vision for the connection at this time with the solstice energy. Before we get started, of course, I'm gonna get some cards out. And we've got the sirens, it's part of the Manhattan life. It's probably the last time that I'm doing this reading on this terrace, to be honest with you, so let's just enjoy while we can. And hopefully it's not gonna last very long. So let's see what we have for Divine Feminines. First of all, we have the Spark card. So the Spark card immediately brings me to that energy of fire, and sun is actually connected to the element of fire. Moon is the energy of water, sun is the energy of fire. And this is like the divine spark. You see, she's playing the instrument, and to me it immediately speaks to something creative and artistic, that at this time we may get that divine spark on something new, or on doing what we're already doing in a very new, very creative way. So this is a prompt for you guys to see where you could use more of that spark energy in your space. Let me actually see what else we have in the book here. But if you notice, she actually has little hearts coming out of the violin and also going up in the air. And yeah, the imagery is just great on this card. You are a clear channel for divine creativity. There is a spark of creativity in you, and you have every reason to move forward with optimism and hope, which is what the sun energy is. So hopefully like get more hope with this summer solstice in pursuing whatever this creative spark is. Allow life to show you its beauty and your part in co-creating it. This is the perfect time to give birth to an idea, start a new relationship or job, or begin any endeavor. Attraction is high as you connect with others and can co-create joyous experiences, enjoying with you in expressing the finer aspects of life. Watching a spark turn into a flame and stoking that fire is a gratifying activity. Exactly, very much what I was just talking about. Sorry guys. Okay, let's see what we have for the masculines. Flying. Oh, I love this as well. To me, it's a very similar energy of something creative and inspirational. You have the power to see things from a higher perspective. If you were a bird flying high in the air, what would you see? When you soar above life's challenges and opportunities, a new perspective becomes available. Today you have invisible wings that allow you to swiftly bring your circumstances into alignment with your highest purpose. This is a sign that your waiting is over and all your hard work has paid off, and the things you hope for are no longer beyond your scope. Again, hope, you see? You have the ability to reach for the stars and find one with your name on it. Spread your wings and soar. The angels are waiting for you. Love this. Okay. Let's move on to stars. So we talked about 3 questions, so that's what I'm going to get to us today. The healing, the opportunities, the healing, the opportunity, well, the guidance to take action, and then how are the twins seen looking at each other at this time. Need to keep it compact because there's still some wind, if you can see it with the tree. So I want to make sure that I don't ruin any more of my decks. So for the feminines, we have 3 of Cups clarified by 6 of Cups. In this deck, the 3 of Cups is about this. Is a lot about spending time with, especially since it's all female energies, spending time with other female energies. This is an opportunity to heal friendship patterns with other feminine energies. Doesn't have to be females, actually. Take gender how it resonates for you, but there is something that stems from childhood with regards to, I don't know, it could be some competition, it could be maybe you wanting validation from your girlfriends or, you know, feminine energy friends. In the childhood, it's usually girls, right? Maybe there was something that you can think of that shook your confidence, your understanding of self-worth, that you can work on at this moment. And you can bring this, you can turn this around. You can use that sunshine to shine on it, on the situation, and see the positive, the kind, and the compassionate side to this, right? And stay compassionate both to yourself and to other people involved. Just know that, or remember that, you know, we did the best that we could at that moment, the way we handled it, the way other people handled the situation. But now you have a lot more knowledge, experience, and maturity to change the storyline for yourself so it doesn't impact you going forward. Great. Okay, what are the masculines healing? 2 of Swords clarified by the Chariot. Wanting to move fast forward, but struggling with the direction, with making a decision, right? It's like, I want a fast resolution, but I'm struggling to understand which way to go, this way or that way. Do I use my intuition? Do I use my logic? Right? Like healing the pattern of, and a lot of times what I'm hearing from the masculines, that because of all those like time pressure, maybe some other pressures to make a decision, a lot of times they did go with head over heart decision, because that seemed more automated and something they didn't need to reflect on as much, right? To like get into it, to trust it, right? It was there, it was more straightforward, and that's what they went with. So now they're healing this sense of trust to their intuitive guidance, to follow their intuition, right? To know that it is the most reliable solution, actually, healing that issue. And I like that there is in this deck, she's got her hands on her heart space. So it's definitely not for a quick read, but if you think about it, it makes total sense that this pattern has to do with healing of the heart. And that's what is happening. This aspect of heart healing is happening for the masculines at this time. Okay, what are we guided to take action on for the feminines? We have Six of Cups, or Bliss. So it's another Six of Cups, clarified by the moon this time. So we have a full moon actually happening tomorrow. It's a strawberry moon. It's another important moon that I'm going to talk about tomorrow in tomorrow's reading. But basically, the action we are being asked to take is to see how blissful, to see the bliss in our life, and to see how can we bring more of that blissful energy into our reality. How can we savor and enjoy that energy more? That's what the Six of Cups is in this deck. That's why it's called bliss, right? Like, being in that blissful state is super important for light workers, for twin flames, to do our mission, to be of service, and of course to live our best life. So this is the push to action, to actually take steps, make some changes in our life, to have more bliss and to enjoy it more. What do we have for the masculines? We have virtue, clarified by the shadow side. Virtue and shadow side, very interesting juxtaposition, right? So bring more virtue to deal with the shadow side, right? Very interesting. This is your wands, this is the devil card, but I like the way they're named in this decks, because it brings in the perfect contrast of the energy. And a lot of times, to deal with the shadow side, we should focus and dedicate our energy to the virtues, to bring in more love, more kindness, and also more bliss to our lives. And that's what the masculines have been asked to do, right? Set that intention and focus on the virtues, not on the shadow. And what it means really is that a lot of times, again, decisions have been made out of fear because of that shadow aspect, because of the previous negative experience, right? So sometimes it takes an actual effort to change that mindset around, to focus on the virtues of themselves, of the situation in hand, of the opportunities that arise, right? And act on those. Not to play safe, but to take some risk based on hope and belief. And we saw that hope with the flying card, is this one, right? Have that hope, have that motivation, that not just to play safe just in case something will go wrong again, but to believe that this time it's definitely going to be different. It's going to be so much better. How would the feminine seeing masculines at this time? Wow, Victory and Ace of Wands, so Six of Wands and Ace of Wands. What I'm getting is that, well, definitely there is some inspiration, motivation to be together, to exchange. I get this excited energy, like to exchange the excitements, the news, the updates, right? What's been happening, what miracles have been happening, to ignite each other with this inspiration and excitement, and have a plan for the future, right? There is this sense of like, I understand now what it could look like. I think we're ready to look into it, to talk about it, whether you're in communication or not. This is like this strong belief that we're ready for the next step. We're gonna be victorious with it. It was like the next level commitment. How the masculine seen the feminines? Ace of Wands as well, very much matching energy, also excitement, but with a Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles here. So also lots of excitement, lots of ideas that they want to share with you, that they want to get your feedback on, they want to share their joy and inspiration that they have right now, their passion on every level that you could think of. But also with the Page of Pentacles here, there is a thought that they are enough, and that maybe it's not a lot that they can bring to the table right now, and it stopped them from moving forward with this connection before. But right now they feel like this is definitely a great start. For some, it's like the announcement of truth, of the beginning of new communication, right? This is something in the physical world, right? So maybe it's like, let's start talking more often, right? Or maybe we can work on a project together, something like that. And that's good enough. That's something that they're excited about, and they want to move forward with it, to have more of that quality time, that engagement with their feminines. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it here. The wind is becoming stronger, and I definitely don't want my cards to fly away. So I'm gonna finish here. If you like what I'm doing, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with others who could benefit from this kind of information. I love you guys. Happy solstice. I hope you celebrate in the best possible way, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow.